Welcome to the new official DuelLinksMeta website, DuelLinksMeta.com, the best source for competitive news, tier list, top decks, guides, reviews, and more. Finally, here we are at public release. The website should be live as you are watching this video right now. If it's not, then just wait a few hours as everything is being swapped over. Here is a list of website expectations as you visit the website daily. What you can expect from the website is daily King of Game and tournament deck lists, weekly updated tier list, up-to-date deck type pages, guides and reviews on new cards and decks, latest farming and event information, and latest in-game and competitive news. Here we are at the front page. Let's start with the tier list. So as you can see on the tier list, it is updated weekly by the Top Player Council, the best players of Duel Links. Real quick, what is the Top Player Council? If we click on the Top Player Council, on the Top Player Council page, you will see the top players of the current season. Right now, we are in Season 2. These are all players who earned their spot on the Top Player Council. How they earned their spot on the Top Player Council was through doing well in these events listed here: KC Cup, Meta Weekly, Giveaway Tournaments, and Meta Championship Series. Here are your Top Player Council members. Make sure to click on their profiles to learn more about them. So back to the tier list. What's important on the tier list for me is right at the front, we have game changes. This is supposed to let you know about the latest game changes in case you've taken a break from the game or you just want to know the latest thing to impact the meta. So right here you have the release of Crusader Battlegrounds. The main box on May 21st introduced the Noble Knight archetype and support for Bujin and Six Samurai archetypes. This is supposed to be objective and non-biased game change news of anything that has a relevant effect on the competitive meta. Right here is a link to the latest tier list update. Expect a tier list update every single week. So if we click on the tier list update, so here on the tier list update is Top Player Council thoughts on reasoning why any deck is tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, or high potential, and any other relevant meta news like on the new Silent Swordsman OTK deck. Back to the tier list. At tier 1, we officially have Amazonis, Spellbooks, and Sylvans. At tier 2, we have Masked Heroes, which was just dropped down from last week to tier 2 from tier 1. At tier 3, we have Aliens. At high potential, we have Bujins, Noble Knights, and Six Samurais. High potential decks are decks that are acknowledged by the Top Player Council with high potential for being on the tier list, but we do not have enough data or results to properly rate them on the tier list. Now, each and every deck type you see here can be clicked on for updated information on how to play the deck. So we're going to click Spellbooks here. If we click Spellbooks, you're going to have an overview of the deck type. You're going to have a sample deck. This deck is from Top 4 Sniffus MCS 8, May 12, 2018. Here are the core cards of the deck. Here are tech cards to consider. Here's extra info, tips on how to play the deck type. Here are guides you can click on. We have 2 different spellbook guides. We have videos, and then we have the latest top decks of the month. An example of what you can expect from a guide, I'll show you right here. So from Mock Dragon, a Top Player Council member, we're looking at his spellbook guide. You have the table of contents, introduction, deck list breakdown, example list, matchup guide, combos and plays. And I'll quickly scroll through this. If you want to look at a guide like this yourself, just go onto the website. Also, every card listed like this has a card hover, and it should tell you how to obtain the card and its rarity. So quickly skimming the rest of this, as you can see, there's a ton of information on the guides on the website. And if you appreciate a guide or have any commentary or you see a mistake or anything you'd like to add, make sure to go to the comments section of each and every part of the site to leave a comment. So that is what you should expect from the tier list page. Next up, we have the top decks page. The top decks page you could expect to be updated daily with tournament and King of Game deck lists. These are the top decks of the current month, May 2018. So as you can see here, if you see a new icon, that means a new deck was added within 2 days. So if you visit the website frequently, you know to just go straight to the new tag on whatever deck type. So if we click Bujins, there's a new Bujin deck that's been added within 2 days. So I'm going to click Bujins. It's going to drop us down here. Here are 3 Bujin decks we have. I'm going to click on one of the Bujin decks and it's going to bring us to the deck list. This is built by Watto 3000, skill using Restart. This is a Grass That's Greener deck list. Here is notes from the players. So every deck list will have player notes if they leave player notes. Also, you could play test the deck. So by clicking play test, it's going to open up the play test feature. Now, I'm just letting you know the play test feature will be overhauled in the future. So there may be a few minor bugs, but overall it is very functional. So here we could test opening hands, new hand, new hand, new hand. We could draw cards. You could shuffle the deck. You could view the deck. You could add cards to your hand, put cards onto the field, put cards into the graveyard. You could flip a coin, roll the dice, all that good stuff. You could even leave comments on their deck. Now, while for now, we only have King of Game deck lists listed here, if you want to see tournament deck lists, this is the part of the top decks page you're going to want to visit. This will be frequently updated with the latest tournament deck lists from the Meta Weeklies, the Anytime Tournaments, and the MCS. So the latest Meta Weekly that was added was Meta Weekly number 21. We're going to click the report right here. And here we have a Meta Weekly report, something you could expect every single week, bro. This Meta Weekly was 86 players at $172 prize support. First place was Nyx with his Amazoness deck. Second place was NA with his Destiny Hero deck. Now back to the top decks page, I'm going to click on the first place deck list. This is from the Anytime Tournaments. Anytime Tournaments is 24/7 cash duels that happen in the Discord. It is a $2 entry fee, best of 3 rounds. So decks here are only decks that have went undefeated in these mini tournaments that happen in the Discord daily. So far, the deck lists from the Anytime Tournaments have been of very high quality. I would trust these deck lists over King of Game deck lists. Expect this to be posted weekly. So quickly skimming through these, we have spell books, we got Amazons, we even have a Bujin deck list. This is probably the best Bujin deck list you could play right now. Grucius, he 2-0'd spell books, 2-0'd Noble Knights, 2-0'd the mirror match in the final. Also, on the top decks page, we have a top player council filter. If you want to see just decks from the top player council, you click the top player council link and it will show you decks only from the top player council members. So most recent from Mock Dragon, May 25th, was Book of Plays, a spellbook deck. You can check out his deck there and his commentary. Also on the top deck page, we have stats. You can click stats. It will show you we have 520 decks for May. Let's collapse all the decks. We have Masked Heroes is number 1. Amazoness is number 2. Now these get wiped every single month. For Masked Heroes, the most popular skill to use is Restart. And if you want to see a previous month, we'll scroll down here, the top deck season archive. You can go to April, March, all the way back to December. So looking at April real quick, Masked Heroes was number 1 of that month also, followed by Sylvans. Now, if you're not a Discord member, you can click on non-Discord member deck submission to submit your deck list to the website. Next up, we have guides and reviews. Guides and reviews will be posted to the front page under latest articles and will be archived under guides and reviews to make sure you don't miss out on these guides and reviews that have had a ton of effort put into them. So clicking on guides and reviews, you could sort these by competitive, deck type guides, new player guides, or box reviews. So a quick little sample, we'll look at a box review and we'll look at a competitive guide. Balance, what you need to know about balance. So here is an example of a box review, Crusader Battlegrounds. You got the card list and top player council thoughts, all before the release of this set, nicely organized under normal, rare, super rare, ultra rare. What are your first impressions of Noble Knights? This is all reviews you could expect before the box lists are released. Card Hover is working on all cards. You could also click on each individual top player council. If we click on Glading, it will tell us that he is an MCS 6 champion and top 32 of the Cayenne Cup in 2017. Then we have the balance skill, what you should know. Here's an example article of all the math on balance created by the DuelLinksMeta Discord. Next up, we have the farming and events page. Farming and events will be giving you the best information on the latest events, also general farming, and past events are all archived. So an example, if we go to the Tristan Taylor event, we'll click on that. We have event information, drop rewards, top player council thoughts on the cards released. Just like in game, you could just scroll through the in-game updates. It was very important for me to replicate the in-game experience so you feel like you don't have to log in for the news. Here's the event information. Here are the drop rewards. Here are top player council. Yeah, they do not like these rewards. Nah, El Mayo, no, nope, definitely not. Straight trash. This is what you want to visit the website for the commentary on the new rewards. If you're ever wondering if something is good or not from a new farm event, make sure to check out the website for the top player council commentary. Here are some farm decks. And the best part that comes with these farm decks is the strategy, last turn, replacements, and the risk of using this deck. I really want you to be able to trust the events page. It's very important. I've been burnt so many times on clickbait YouTube or other websites just trying to get it out as quickly as possible. So I'm making sure that these deck lists are of the highest quality only. And even non-farm events that are happening, like the region representative qualifier, you can click on this and read the in-game news about the region representative qualifier, the rewards, how many region spots are given to each region. Also on this page, we have information on how to farm all characters, a duel assessment score guide, auto duel guide, skills guide. Let's check out the how to farm all characters and the skill guide. So how to farm all characters, we have from Arcana all the way up to Alexis Rhodes. We can click Alexis Rhodes, and here's a page on how to farm Alexis Rhodes. All that good stuff to farm any character in the game. Here's the skill page where you can click on any character or search a skill to see where it comes from and what the skill does. So for example, if you want to click on Jesse Anderson, you could look through all the skills, how to obtain. Something that really surprised me about Jesse Anderson is that he has Fairy Smile. So as you can see, Fairy Smile right here under how to obtain, you could highlight it and it says how to obtain is Shizu gets it at level 13 and Jesse gets it by a drop reward. Now, also on the front page, you could check out tournaments. We have the MCS number 9 happening in only 3 days. What is the MCS? Well, you could check out all the tournament types from DuelLinksMeta right here in the quick links. Tournament quick links, I will click on Meta Championship Series. Meta Championship Series, we've given out over $20,000. It is a monthly tournament with the best players in the game. We could also check out what is the Meta Weekly. The Meta Weekly is every single week, bro. You must be a part of the Discord and sub to twitch.tv/DuelLinksMeta to participate in these tournaments. Also, what is the Anytime Tournaments? Anytime Tournaments are ran 24/7. You have to be a Discord member. It's a $2 entry and you get to play all day, any day. And then we also have the giveaway tournaments. We just had a giveaway tournament yesterday. It was very successful, very happy with it. I used sponsor prize support. So if you are subscribed on Twitch, you could also participate in giveaway tournaments, which is a free entry to join. Also, very important on this page is the top player ladder. The top player ladder, we click that to jump down to it. The top player ladder decides the top player council. Each season is 3 months. Out with the old, in with the new. The top 16 of this top player ladder will become the new top player council. As you can see, the players in blue are current top player council members that will likely re-become top player council for the next season. And as I shown you earlier, here's how you gain points on the meta ladder. So this is to ensure that the people in the top player council are giving you the best commentary and the best tier list updates and making sure that they are rotated in and out every 3 months. Now, the last main tab is the community tab. The community tab is just showing you how to join the DuelLinksMeta Discord and the benefits. We have daily cash duels, weekly tournaments, monthly championships, top player discussions with the top global ranked players in the game, new player help and coaching. There are 2 ways to sign up. You can subscribe through Twitch, then connect your Twitch and Discord for an automatic invite. Here's a picture on how to do that. Or you could subscribe through PayPal. All you have to do is click any of these links. If you click the 3 months at a time, it's $15 that is charged only once every 3 months. A little bit about me. First place KC Cup Global, November 2017. First place World Championship Qualifier, North America. Second place of the first KC Cup ever. And some Twitch subscriber benefits include you get to duel me on stream, monthly free entry giveaway tournaments. Tier 2/3 subs can also skip the line on sub duels. And you also have access to exclusive subscriber channels to ask me or Gianna anything you want. Back to the front page is latest articles. This is another reason to be visiting the website daily. Each article has a nice tag at the top left of what type of article to expect. For example, we have a Creeping Death tournament, a community tournament. So let's check that out real quick. Creeping Death, 31 players, $80 prize support. First place is a spellbook deck. Second place is another spellbook deck. Back to the front page, we have the first place deck list. We already checked that on the top decks page. We have a deck type guide for heroes. We have an event report, another deck type guide for Amazons. We have a tier list update. We have meta news about Silent Swordsman OTK. Quickly looking at that. Silent Swordsman OTK, this is written by Built to Tilt, a top player council member. Very good. We have an example build. We also have top player council commentary on what they think about Silent Swordsman OTK. Now, a very important part under latest articles is the in-game news updates. In-game updates are going to replicate whatever is happening in-game, the latest in-game updates, so you don't have to log in game or go to Reddit to check out the in-game news. So the latest update is the World Championship qualifiers. And if you scroll through all the way down to here, you could see all the updates of the month and jump to them. So the card flipper campaign at this date, May 18th, we jump all the way down to that. And there you go. You have news for that. Now, one of my favorite things about the front page latest articles that I would keep my eye out for is the Datamine Leaks article. The last leak we've had was May 19th. You click on this and it leaked the latest box set before it came out. This is a great article that is updated whenever we have the latest leaks. Thank you to Justin, Joestar, Yazan, and Zoff. So here was the latest box set before it came out. All the leaks, the Tristan Taylor event way before it even came out. We have some leaked skills, and here are leaks of the month. So guys, thank you everyone. This has been a very long journey. I love you all. Thank you for anyone who has supported me. A lot of love and hard work has been put into this website. Thank you everyone who has contributed. Thank you everyone who has supported me to make this happen. Remember, there was a website before there was a YouTube or a Twitch stream. This was the original website that is being replaced by the new website. This was a one-man project made on Weebly.com. Many of you remember this website. I was compiling top decks. I had guides. We had everything. We had the final qualifier decks of last year, compiling all these decks, hundreds of deck lists, just searching and putting everything out there for you. I also had things like the gem guide, all this stuff, very nostalgic. So what is going to happen to this website as we transition to the new website? I will be archiving this website, and maybe I'll post a link somewhere if you ever want to check out the website for some old nostalgia. We got the old Meta Championship Series number 3, so long ago, over $2,000 prize support. Truly amazing journey, guys. Thank you everyone for your support and allowing this to happen. And here you go. This is the new website. And here is the dev team that has worked on the website as website developers. Thank you so much to Maggie, Effie, Unprecedented, PLL, and Creative. I appreciate you all greatly. This could not have been possible without all your hard work. Thank you so much. Here's a shout out to all the people who have worked on the website. Creative, Unprecedented, Maggie, Gia Joestar, Hammy G, Jonesy, Mormignac, Spooncats, Looper, Firkin, Reka, Lucifer Falls, Dead Fun, and special thanks to Effie, PLL, Ankara, and Arcanus. Thank you everyone who has worked on the site and anyone who may be working on it in the future. Thank you. Enjoy the website.